It's Tuesday, March 3rd of 2020. I don't know if I've done a Guy's Daily Drive this year. I don't think I have. So this has been a long time coming. And we're both just going to have to suffer for this. Right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Hello, everyone. I have no idea what this is going to sound like. I've adjusted the volume a couple of times, but I don't really have a good way to monitor it. And you have to remember as well that what I'm really supposed to be doing right now is paying attention to driving. But a lot has happened since the last time I've done a Guy's Daily Drive. For one, I've been in an automobile accident. It was someone else's fault. I was not recording Guy's Daily Drive at the time, though video did come into play. And based on my experience, this is, anecdotal, you really should install a dash cam in your car. It can literally save you from so much trouble from people who may or may not try to scam you based on accidents that happen out in the wild. I was on my way to work. I was almost at work when this woman basically pulled out from a apartment townhouse complex and hit, just pulled out right in front of me, and I hit her on the side. And depending on how and I have no idea whether she tried any shenanigans or not. I don't think she did. But I know that her insurance company was kind of balking at paying off on the claim to my insurance company. But once I sent them the dash cam footage, all that went away. And they paid off right away. So that was good. Fortunately, no one was hurt. It was superficial damage to my car. I don't know how much damage was done to her car. But, yeah, that was a thing. Who needed that? Now, the other thing that's going on is 2 days from now, on March 5th, Thursday, I am flying down to Florida. As a matter of fact, some of my last Guy's Daily Drive videos had to do with my trip down when I was in Florida and running away from a hurricane that kind of cropped up while I was there, which meant I had to leave 3 days earlier than I really wanted to. Fortunately, now we are in March now. You don't really have to worry about hurricanes too much, and that's a good thing. But I'm flying down to Fort Lauderdale, my old hometown, because the man who was the marching band director, John Jameson is his name. He's still around. His 90th birthday is coming up on Saturday the 7th. And so there's a bunch of us that are going to meet at this one particular place, and we're going to give him a little surprise party. God bless him. He's still around. He's still walking around. He was such a great guy. Still is a great guy. But that's the plan. I found a couple of flights, or a flight down and a flight back, so it's nonstop on JetBlue. Those are both good things. Speaking of flying, it's going to cost me roughly about $100 more flying JetBlue than it would other airlines. However, JetBlue these are nonstop flights, so I don't have a layover anywhere of 1 to 3 hours. Some of the options that I had going from DC were to fly to literally JFK or Chicago or Charlotte, North Carolina, and be at those airports for 1 to 3 hours before flying off on another airplane to go down to Florida. That alone, to not have to have a layover someplace, is worth the extra $100. The other part that makes it nice is my first bag going on to JetBlue is free, no charge. So depending on what airline you take, that can be anywhere from $35 to $50 each way. So when you throw in that there are nonstop flights, I don't have to pay for bags, easily worth the extra $100 that I'm paying for JetBlue. And JetBlue, I think, is just a superior airline anyway. Flew them from Boston to DC. Relatively short flight. Probably the most enjoyable flight I have had in a very, very long time. Also one of the shortest. So that's what that was. I'm going to be staying with my brother Larry, and he lives up in Palm Beach, so it'll be, it's like an hour away, depending on traffic, to get back down into to Fort Lauderdale. But one of the things that I'm really looking forward to is I've been talking to some people on the Facebooks, and we're going to get together Friday night at a brewery that's in Oakland Park. And anyone who is watching this, if you can make it, show up. I don't really expect there to be too many people that would, but it is the Funky Buddha Brewery. It's on 38th Street at Dixie Highway. They're in Oakland Park, real easy to find. And we're going to be getting there. I mean, most of us will be showing up probably between 6 to 7 o'clock at night. And even though this is mostly going to be for people I went to high school with, so, we're all in our late 50s, early 60s, anyone's welcome. Just show up, have a beer, shoot the breeze, have some fun. Doesn't really matter. But that's going to be fun. Saturday is the party for Mr. J. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got Sunday and Monday down there where I can pretty much do whatever I want. Sunday I'll probably, my brother Larry and I will probably do some stuff together. Monday I don't know yet, I may drive up to Daytona, where my other brother lives, and maybe see him and his wife Daisy, and maybe see his two kids who are damn near my age. I had such an abbreviated visit the last time I was there that to just go and see them for a few hours, that would be fun too. So that's really all that's kind of going on. I'll probably take a lot of this gear down to Oakland Park or to South Florida. Maybe set it up in whatever car it is that I end up in. And maybe I'll do a couple of guys' daily drives while I'm down there in Florida. Certainly I'll have a lot more time to do it. Part of the problem why I haven't been doing them that much lately is the only time I really have to do them is while I'm going home from work. Well, in the wintertime it gets dark at 5 o'clock, so you can't even see inside the car at 5 o'clock. Well, now that winter is starting to go on its merry way, it's a little bit darker, or a little bit lighter. It's now a little after 6, and here we are. You can see me, I can see myself, and everything is great. So that's going to do it for this guy's daily drive. Thank you all so very, very much for sticking with me. I've also been putting the Mac to the Future Go audio live casts in this same feed, just to make sure that I've got something in the feed to begin with. But if you would like to help support the things that I do, the website and the hosting of the files and blah 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 blah, you can donate via Patreon, patreon.com/MacParrot. You can do a one-time donation at ko-fi.com, ko-fi.com/MacParrot. And by gosh and by golly, I've got a PayPal thing set up. PayPal.me/MacParrot. Email address is guy@mymac.com. Twitter handles is MacParrot. Big surprise there. And Vert Shark. Those are my two Twitter handles. You can see me on Facebook. You can hear me on most weekends. I do the MyMac Podcast with Gaz. We just got together last week for the first time in about 3 weeks because he was on vacation. And I'm going to miss next week because I'm going to be on vacation. And then, of course, there's the live cast, the Mac to the Future Go live cast that I do every Wednesday night at around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over there on the Facebooks. You can find that either in the Mac to the Future Facebook group or just go to my main page, Guy Searle, Guyserle. I'm the only one there on Facebook, and watch it as we do it live with Dave Ginsburg. Boy, this road's a little bumpy and my voice is kind of modulating up and down like this. Dave Ginsburg and Warren Sklar, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Don't miss it. So thanks again for joining me. I really, really do appreciate the fact that you take the time to download and listen to all of the various things that I do in all the various ways and places that I do it. And I will see you next time right here, whenever that's going to be, on Guy's Daily Drive.